Lepas
cerita pasal isu babi ni aku tak sempat tengok semalam. Kita kena skill switch skill switch tak. Hopefully bukan pasal babi lah. Kalau pasal babi aku kena tukar jadi Kinzel lah. First of all, aku nak bagi walanon semua ni. Bila aku post pasal isu Kinzel, isu babi ni ramai yang kata apa, kau ni walaon. Kau ingat walaon je cerita pasal isu babi ni. Ini isu nasional. Isu yang bersentuh dengan orang Islam dan juga isu kesihatan. Kalau kau nak cakap orang yang bangkitkan isu babi ni, walaon. Hello brother, walaon semua. Sultan Selangor tu walaon ke? Sultan Selangor walaon ke? Dia tak ada parti.
ikut dia orang ni, Sultan Selangor walaon. Ikut dia orang ni lah, ikut standard-standard yang tak boleh berpakai akal ni. Pentasuk Anwar Ibrahim, pentasuk Pakatan Rakyat, Pakatan Harapan, pentasuk DAP, Sultan Selangor is walaon bang.
In fact, UMNO lagi bising daripada walaon, daripada PAS dalam isu ni tau. Kita tengok Tapi yang backup ni boleh amanah pula. Okay now. Sebelum tu aku nak bagi satu pantun. Pantun
Sila
ni aku plagiarize Ahmad Mazlan ni lah. Mazlan Kalau nak pancing ikan kerubi, jangan lupa membawa umpan. Kalau hendak kandang babi, tolong undi Pakatan Harapan. Ada tu pantun lagi.
Kalau nak apa kandang babi?
Sebelum aku nak ulas pasal ni Okay, first of all aku nak bagi tahu semua orang aku ni bukanlah jenis yang liberal, tapi aku ni tak allergic dengan babi. Aku tak makan babi lah sebagai orang Islam tak pegang babi tak. Aku dua benda aku tak ada diskriminasi terhadap babi tau. Bagi aku babi ni adalah binatang yang telah berjasa kepada manusia. Makanan 3 bilion orang manusia. Dan bukan setakat tu saja. Babi ni lah dia buat ubat lah dulu, ubat kencing manis babi Jadi babi ni aku tak benci babi. Dia berjasa kepada kehidupan manusia Keduanya aku tak benci anjing, aku suka anjing dan aku menentang ladang babi dekat Bukit Tara. Bukan pasal aku orang Islam, bukan pasal aku benci babi. Aku boleh duduk kebanyakan orang Melayu tak boleh tengok daging babi. Aku boleh pergi pasar lalu nampak normal tu aku biasa hidup dengan orang Cina. Engkau boleh duduk kat situ makan babi, aku boleh duduk kat sini makan ayam. I got no problem with that. So aku bukan jenis yang Melayu yang geli dengan babi, yang benci dengan babi tu. Aku tak ada problem dengan babi pun. Setengah orang tengok gambar babi pun masalah. Aku tak ada masalah. Tapi masalah dekat Bukit Tara ni bukan masalah babi. Orang Melayu memanglah dia ni masalah dia ada 5 loji air kat situ. Dan babi ni bila 500 ekar dia memanglah dia kata dia janjikan dia nak buat ladang moden, but then things can go wrong. Things can go wrong. Kalau ada elektrik tak ada ke, supply air tak kuat ke, dia akan melimpah pergi ke sungai begini. Dan bukan setakat benda tu, aku bukan jenis yang setengah orang kata air tu pergi kat sungai kita minum air babi. No, tu yang tak ada. Kalau dah tapis tu air tu tetap halal bagi aku. Aku tak kisahlah tak kisah walaupun bagi aku kalau kau pakai taik babi tanam pokok, buah tu aku makan. Aku tak peduli pasal tu Tapi benda ni talking about pencemaran tau. Lagi satu pencemaran bau. Bau tu pencemaran tu bukan setakat bau kita tak tahan ni tau. Dia merosakkan kesihatan tau. Sebab apabila benda tu jadi bau, dia maknanya dia ada particles. Tau. Dari segi kesihatan. Jadi aku menentang isu buat kandang babi ni sebab apa? Dia terlampau besar. Sebab apa kalau jadi penyakit contohnya berlaku dekat Bukit Pelanduk many years ago tahun 90s kan end of 90s satu kampung tu 100 lebih orang mati sebab apa? Dia tak dapat kawal wabak tu.
Ya, betul.
Dan kita nak satu lagi wabak dekat negeri Selangor. Dan kalau nak buat benda ni satu, aku punya pendapat jangan buat besar sangat sampai 500 ekar sebab uncontrollable. Kau test dulu lah, betul tak Anas? Dengan 50 ekar lu, eating can control and then gradually increase. Dan ketiganya orang marah sebab apa? Sebab dah diketahui kemungkinan besar tanah tu ialah milik Berjaya Corporation. Maknanya keputusan nak buat ladang babi di Bukit Tara tu bukanlah tempat tu paling sesuai, tapi tempat tu untuk menyelamatkan tanah yang tak ada value. Tanah tu sebelah lungguk sampah yang dijalankan oleh Berjaya. Maknanya tempat tu bukannya dipilih sebab dia sesuai. Tempat tu dipilih sebab nak menyelamatkan bakal tokek babi terbesar di Malaysia. Itu isunya. I got nothing against babi tu. Aku lain sikit daripada Melayu lain lah. Aku nak kalau letak babi kat situ aku tak geli pun.
Zam, boleh aku berjelas. Dekat Kelantan, dekat pasar dia orang Melayu tolerate je pasar Melayu dekat dengan pasar babi. Dekat Kelantan.
Jadi aku tak kisah. Kau boleh duduk situ makan babi, aku duduk sini. I'm not offended.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
So
follow the money maknanya berlaku kat sini, berlaku salah guna kuasa, dan kemungkinan besar aku tak tuduh, kemungkinan besar berlaku sogokan di sini untuk menyelamatkan seorang tauke yang tanah dia 500 ekar tu dah tak boleh pakai untuk kelapa sawit, dan sebelah ni dah tak boleh buat perumahan, tak boleh buat apa. Buat ladang babi lah. Okay. Jadi aku rasa keputusan nak pilih tempat tu bukan tempat tu sesuai, tapi tempat tu untuk menyelamatkan seorang tauke yang ada monetary power.
Yes, correct.
Faham yang monetary power. Jadi bagi aku benda ni follow the money lah. Akhir sekali aku ada satu lagi pantun satu lagi pantun anak seluang, anak kedidi. Berenang turun ke lubuk kelubi. Dulu zaman atuk tauke judi. Zaman Anwar tauke babi.
Zaman atuk apa tauke judi?
I agree lah Anas. Tapi actually first of all, yang merisaukan saya ialah adakah pemikiran jurnalis daripada Malaysia Today ni mewakili pemikiran majoriti orang Cina di Malaysia?
That is a very good question.
Kalau dianya mewakili majoriti, there is something wrong with our education. There is something wrong, not to say academic education in school, is something wrong the way the government educate our citizens since we got our independence. First of all, dia kata British ni kesan peninggalan British. Hello, kalau tak British ni actually what British did last time, orang Melayu dikekalkan sebagai peladang.
Ya, betul.
Orang Cina diletakkan di pekan. Disebabkan itulah korang boleh kaya. The Chinese become very rich and own masa after independence, the Chinese own about 80% or maybe 90% of the wealth kat Malaysia ni. And then they were given land, and land pledged to the bank, and the bank don't even give loan ke orang Melayu sebab tak ada tanah. Tanah kat kampung, siapa bank nak mana ambil? Chinese. So that is fundamentally wrong already. That is fundamentally wrong. Mana dia kata peninggalan British was in favor of the Chinese. That's one point lah. Yang lain aku tak ingat apa dia cakap lah. Peninggalan British was in favor of the Chinese because in fact Tunku Abdul Rahman, when he was first became the Prime Minister, he said Melayu peladang je lah, perniagaan ni biar bagi kat China. Even our first Prime Minister said let the Chinese do the business. Only when we come to the second Prime Minister and third Prime Minister barulah after Rachel riot, then no. I think the problem is there's no equality, then we have to have a new economic policy bagi sama rata. Even the first Prime Minister acknowledge the Chinese, biarlah Chinese jaga business, Melayu jaga politik, jaga gaja-gaja je. So that is very wrong already. Maknanya dia ni tak sekolah ataupun dia tahu. And then when he said, bila dia kata dengan izin boleh dia kata nasib rakyat Cina ni, orang Cina di Malaysia ni sama macam di Palestin. Dia kena ingat sebelum 1957 1 juta lebih, 2 juta lebih, tak tahulah berapa juta ada memang sama ramai orang Cina dengan Malaysia. Dia bukan rakyat Malaysia lagi tau. Bukan rakyat Malaysia. Dia only become Malaysian after 1957. And equal rights lah, as boleh voting rights only after, selepas racial riot. Dan kita nampak bila kesan perbezaan di antara ekonomi dengan Melayu dengan Cina ni, barulah kita dua sama ratakan. And then dia kata sama dengan Palestin. Mana boleh sama dengan Palestin? Dan saya tak rasa dia ni bodoh tau. Saya tak rasa orang satu dunia dia cukup mana sekarang, orang Jepun, orang Korea semua dah tahu macam mana rakyat Palestin ditindas. Dia tak rasa dia bodoh. Sebab tu saya rasa dia ni cuba menukar naratif ni. Naratif ni. Sebab apa? Okey, kita ingat lagi bila mula-mula selepas 7 Oktober Israel serang Gaza kan. Ramai yang orang Cina ni, Chinese dalam Facebook semua, dia kata padan muka. That represents the mentality of memang tak suka dah. This is Islamophobia. Anything Arab dia tak suka. That represent. And then some of my friends, kawan aku bila aku post dekat FB kata cerita pasal Palestin ni, tolong Palestin ni, ada they have the audacity to tulis dekat aku. Dia kata apa tau, kita sendiri susah buat apa nak tolong orang kat sana. Kita sendiri, how can you think like that? And that doesn't show that they are stupid. That show that they are biased. And my worry is that kalau majority Chinese berfikiran macam ni, then our country is heading towards a very big problem. Seriously.
Setuju. Okay, Olivia nak tambah?
Tak ada.
Okay, Rextan adalah produk UEC. And then dia retake bachelor degree kat multimedia universities, kemudian dia buat master degree dekat UM.
Dia belajar apa?
Universiti Melaya lah.
Dia belajar apa?
Alumni.
Tak,
Okey, kita ada 3 alumni Universiti Melaya hari
ni. Dia belajar apa? Dia nak curi airtime tau. Dekat Malaysia benda ni tak laku. Dia curi airtime because George Galloway ni international figure. Dia nak curi airtime tu, give a very wrong perception about Malaysia. Dia tahu orang Malaysia takkan terima. That is not for Malaysian to hear. That for international to hear. Such a fucking pengkhianat tau. This fella Malaysia Today siapa sack tau. Sack dia ni lah.
Okay.
I think Malaysian no matter what race lah, I cannot digest what you said. That one is actually dia jahat tau. Because dia dapat airtime international, they trying to portray a wrong impression about Malaysia to the international community tau. Very wrong. Dia tahu Malaysian memang cannot digest all this. Even the Chinese will entam dia juga tau. But that one is for international. Lagi portray a very bad image buat Malaysia tau. Ini patutnya dilucutkan kerajaan. Now I know I can answer Olivia tadi. Apa tujuan dia? Saya rasa tujuan dia nak bagi wrong impression to the international community sebab airtime ni international because John Galloway talking about John Galloway here. And that is not meant for Malaysian tau. Chinese, Indian, Malaysia.
So I'm fighting for my right. You know. I'm fighting for my right. On my left, anak-anak Cina kena bom. On my right, ibu-ibu Cina kena rodok dengan whatever. On my left, atok-atok Cina kena tembak. What the fuck is that lah?
Giving the impression to the international world, international audience yang bodoh-bodoh macam American ni. Dia killed there. Tanah kena rampas, everything now. Padahal they own the majority land here.
Okay, brother Rextan, what the fuck is wrong with you lah, brother Rextan? Okay,
berapa bumi kenapa tau? Dekat Malaysia ni, 1957, dia orang datang sebelum tu beratus tahun lah, kebanyakan. They were given satu citizenship. They were given land. And the land yang kemudiannya dia orang beli ni bukan bawa daripada China tau. Korek lombong biji kat sini, getah semua beli land kat sini. Palestine, they were there. This Jews Israeli ni datang daripada Poland, datang daripada Germany, lari daripada Germany, datang daripada Russia semua, pergi sana, beli tanah dia orang dan halau dia orang sikit-sikit.
Bukan beli, rampas.
Rampas lagi. Mula-mula belilah, lepas tu dia lepas perang dia rampas, dia halau lagi. Tak doesn't make sense lah. Dia beranak kat gua mana. That's why dia ni bukan saja penipu, niat jahat nak ambil kesempatan airtime George Galloway, nak bagi wrong impression dekat orang bodoh-bodoh kat Amerika, dekat Europe sana. Tapi Europe, Amerika ni kau jangan ingat dia orang pandai tu. Dia orang kebanyakan orang Amerika ni macam katak bawah tempurung tu. Betul. Ketak tapi dia punya niat tu memang jelas lah. Bagi wrong perception, niat jahat. And I don't think he himself believe what he said. Because he live in Malaysia. How can dia compare dengan Palestine? And he knows what kind of shit yang the Palestinian get. So maknanya when you know that it's wrong and you still speak about it, then memang niat kau dah jahat lah. I don't think this is stupid. I don't think he's ignorant. He is simply...
You are a reporter. You are a reporter. You have a 2 degree. Undergraduate and postgraduate degree. Lepas tu...
And I won't blame UEC. Even UEC student pun tak bodoh macam tu lah.
So, betul. This is the problem, guys. I mean...
Even the Chinese people that raised in China pun that datang visit Malaysia seminggu pun they know lah. It is totally... You cannot compare all. Talking about parallel shit.
So
kalau dia orang ni kena tindas kat sini, China punya fokus dia dekat China Malaysia, but they don't care because they know Chinese in Malaysia were well treated.
I'm a journalist from Free Malaysia Today. I think you should rightly observe the parallel between the Palestinian problem and the Chinese problem in Malaya, where both are British colonial legacy problem, where the Palestinians are seen as the interloper among the Zionists, while the Chinese, at the time, the population, which is about 50% of Malaya, was seen as aliens. So, and sadly, this xenophobic mentality is still around today, and I must say, it is way more of a serious magnitude in Palestine. So, I want to ask a more introspective question. I think currently what we are facing here is due to a rather right-wing exclusive nationalism. Essentially some sort of a xenophobic mentality that really see people as us and them. And as much as some of the Malay Muslim pro-Palestinian supporters here, they hate the extremist right Zionism, but they themselves also often espouse, anti-immigrants or rather exclusive nationalism idea in this country. So my question is this: how can we deal with this rather exclusive way of seeing ourselves and the people around us? Because I think that I agree with you a lot of things that you know, like you say, it has to be the Palestinians themselves that fight it and all that, and then the Muslim in the world, they have to provide the solidarity for the hammer to really smash the Zionist machinery. But still, I think it boils down to the human heart that, you know, you cannot tolerate or you want to live exclusively. So that's my question. Thank you.
I don't think you do your cause any favor by comparing yourself to the Palestinians. The Palestinians are the most savagely repressed people on the earth. Now, I haven't been over all of Kuala Lumpur today, but I didn't see any tanks. I didn't see any guns. I didn't see any trucks. I didn't see any special roads for special people. I didn't see any of the things that you allude to. I may have missed something. I'm not an expert on the question that you have raised. But the comparison that you make is, I think you'll agree on reflection, a grotesque one. It bears no relation to the reality of your society. As far as I can see, the Chinese do quite well in Malaysia because of their hard work. Because of their hard work, because of their business expertise, Chinese do well everywhere, including China. And God bless them. And they will always have a friend in me. Nobody could be more pro-China than me. But to suggest, as you did, that this is an apartheid society, comparative to the society we're talking about this evening, is, I think, unfortunate and a little bit embarrassing, and so I shan't spend any more time on it.